For 10 years, Alex Ramirez, 32, worked at a small auto repair shop on the edge of town. He was the guy customers trusted, honest, patient, always covered in grease. But inside he felt stuck. Every month was the same bills, the same routine, the same aching hands. Sometimes, while wiping down tools, he caught himself staring at the empty storefront next to the garage. He had no idea why, but something about that empty space called to him. One rainy Tuesday, a black Mercedes rolled in. Out stepped David Collins, a local entrepreneur who owned several restaurants. Alex replaced a faulty sensor and chatted while David waited. "How'd you build all those businesses?" Alex asked, genuinely curious. David smiled. "I stopped waiting for perfect ideas. I looked around, saw what people needed, and started small. You'd be surprised what you can do with what you already know." The words sounded simple, but for Alex they hit deep. That night, Alex sat in his tiny apartment eating a microwave dinner. He remembered all the customers at the garage waiting for hours with nothing but a soda machine and greasy magazines. What if, he thought, there was a real cafe next door, good coffee, hot food, a clean place for people while their cars are fixed? He stayed up scribbling on scrap paper, menus, names, costs. For the first time in years, he felt a flicker of excitement. Alex didn't quit immediately. He saved every spare dollar, took an online business basics course at night, and shadowed a friend who managed a diner to learn how kitchens worked. He asked his sister Maria, an amateur baker, to join him if he ever opened a cafe. Months passed. The empty space next door still sat vacant. One evening Alex saw a "for lease" sign go up. His heart raced. He knew it was now or never. Alex took a small loan, signed the lease, and quit the repair shop. He and Maria painted walls, built shelves, and opened Pit Stop Café with just 3 tables, a coffee machine, and a chalkboard menu. At first it was chaos, supplies running out, equipment breaking, no steady cash flow. But mechanics from the garage brought customers. Drivers waiting for oil changes wandered in. Word of mouth spread. Alex kept a notebook by the register to jot down customer comments. People wanted quick breakfasts before work, kid-friendly snacks, a loyalty card. He adapted fast. The cafe became known for its fresh sandwiches and Maria's pastries. David Collins stopped by one morning, surprised. "You actually did it," he said, shaking Alex's flour-covered hand. He invited Alex to a small business mentorship group, teaching him about marketing, hiring, and scaling. After 2 years, the first cafe was profitable. Alex noticed something: more garages across town with bored customers. He leased a small space near another busy auto shop and opened a second Pit Stop Cafe. This time he hired a manager and invested in better equipment. He worked even harder, split between 2 locations, training staff, handling paperwork at night. But he was building something. When a 3rd location opened by the highway, local news did a story. Former mechanic fuels a cafe boom. Growth wasn't smooth. One manager quit. A supplier doubled prices. A storm flooded one store. Alex almost gave up. But Maria reminded him why they started. With David's advice, he standardized recipes, created a simple training manual, and set up a small central kitchen to supply all cafes. These changes stabilized the business. Staff turnover dropped. Customers recognized the Pit Stop brand everywhere. 5 years after opening the first cafe, Alex ran 6 Pit Stop Cafés across the city. Mechanics referred customers. Families came for weekend breakfasts. Commuters grabbed coffee on the go. Each location felt friendly and practical, a place born out of understanding real people's needs. One evening, Alex stood in the first cafe after closing. On the wall hung a framed photo of himself at the garage, hands covered in grease. Next to it, a photo of his staff smiling in their matching aprons. He realized he wasn't just running cafes. He was creating jobs, teaching people, building community. The final scene shows Alex speaking at a local entrepreneurship workshop. He tells his story to a group of young mechanics and students. "I used to fix engines. Now I build places where people connect." It started with one conversation, one small idea, and a willingness to try. The camera pans out as Alex walks into one of his cafes at dawn, greeting the staff by name. Ordinary beginnings, extraordinary growth.